The following vision from St. Bridget reminds us of 3 important things about purgatory that we should know about. Specifically, I want to focus on an angel that she speaks about. If you'd like to support this channel in any way, please do so through Buy Me a Coffee. Let's get right into it. St. Bridget had once a vision of purgatory, and there beheld the souls of the just being cleansed from every stain of sin, as iron is purified in a fiery furnace. She tells us that she heard an angel calling down the blessing of God upon the charitable Christians who hasten to the rescue of the poor souls. For unless they are released by the good works of the faithful, God in his ineffable justice is resolved to purify them by the flames of purgatory. Now let's stop right there. I have never heard of this angel. Whenever you're reading about purgatory, you're always picking up on small little details of all the inner workings. Now, I don't know if this is the same angel every single time. It obviously does not state which angel it is, its name, etc. But everything in life is about relationships. The better a relationship you have, the better a connection you have, the more you can receive. And so when we are praying for the souls in purgatory, we should develop a close friendship with the angels, but specifically this one. Because the closer we are, the more we can receive. And somewhat joking, what if we could receive 30% more graces than normal simply because we have a more loving relationship with that angel? And we can ask that angel both for more graces, and probably specific graces, but also to help us to pray better for the souls in purgatory. For we know that angels are assigned to specific tasks, and often that's their task for their whole existence. Let's continue with the vision. When the angel had spoken, there arose a most piteous moan from a great multitude of souls. They entreated the eternal judge to forget their many sins, to apply to them the merits of his sacred passion, and to admit them into his presence. They besought him most earnestly to inspire the faithful, but particularly priests and nuns, to offer up prayers, masses, alms, and indulgences on their behalf, because by doing so they would lessen and shorten their torments and enable them to enjoy the sooner the beatific vision of Jesus, their love. Now, there is a simple reminder that the most powerful prayers are focused on the Passion of Jesus. The Sorrowful Mysteries, the Divine Mercy Chaplet, the St. Gertrude Chaplet, other rosaries and chaplets that have specific prayers, and particularly the Stations of the Cross. Most powerful than all of these, of course, is the Mass, which is a representation of Jesus' glorious death on Calvary. Let's continue. Suddenly a mysterious light, the brilliancy of which was tempered by a certain dull hue, broke forth and hovered over the dark prison. It was a symbol of approaching deliverance, and the poor souls greeted it with acclamations of joy. But they did not forget their benefactors. On the contrary, they asked our blessed Redeemer to reward 100-fold the charity of those who had prayed for them. Now, someone had commented in the comments that I was like a spiritual investment advisor. The day that they had put that comment, my wife and I were actually looking for a financial advisor, so it was completely providential. Now, it says there 100-fold. We need to take that literally. How many blessings do you want? Count and measure them. So if you want a certain amount, be very specific in how much you give. The exact same thing in investments. If you're going to invest in a particular stock, you put in a very specific amount, and you can calculate what that will grow to in 20 or 30 years. In the same way, be specific about how generous you are with the souls in purgatory. Now, to many people, maybe this sounds odd, but you want to first look at your resources. And for instance, if you can offer $1,000 worth of masses, you want to think, okay, 1,000 times 100 in terms of blessings, you're not going to get that much money, because at the end of the day, what's really valuable are spiritual blessings. But you could think, okay, this amount of generosity on my part will be 100-fold return on you and your family. So in this sense, this is holy spiritual greed. Greed is a desire for wealth, and our Lord wants us to be wealthy. He says so himself. Store up for yourselves treasures in heaven. So he's telling us to store up treasures. He doesn't say, don't store up treasures, don't have anything on earth or in heaven. He's saying, store them up, but in heaven. My friends, I want you to be rich in heaven. I want you to be very rich, and I want you to remember that when you pray for the souls in purgatory, ask that angel, get more blessings. Maybe you can get 150-fold blessings, get 50% more. Or would that be 30%? I don't know the math. But in either case, I want you to be as rich as possible in praying for the souls in purgatory, because blessings change you. And when you're changed, you can help people more. You have more merit in heaven. It's a more glorious experience. Our Lord wants you to be rich. Embrace it. It's awesome. I will see you in the next one.